Our Fit50 program for this Monday morning. I'm going to stand nice and tall here, lift the shoulders up to those earlobes, lift up, take a nice big breath into the belly, and let's relax and calm the shoulders down. We want to stand up nice and tall here, and we're just going to rock our weight a little bit side to side. The hands can even come on to the waist or the hip area here, rock side to side, and we'll just bring that back to a little bit more still position. Bend the knees slightly, push into the floor, bring the right hand to the belly, left hand onto the lower back. We're going to take a deep breath in and out a few times through the nose, and you're trying to breathe really deep into this belly space, so right into here. So we want to keep this whole area up here calm, breathe past it and all the way down, and all the way up, and then all the way down. This is the diaphragmatic breathing that we're looking for. Okay, let's just do a bit of that. Maybe even take the hands to the sides here and try and breathe into the sides. So you're breathing into the side, breathing, exhaling back in. So in and out a few times. All right, and I'm going to take the arms down to the side. Just turn our head to that left side, go as far as you can go. So we are stretching the open side, which is the right side. So when you turn to the left, it's the right side that's opening up. When you turn to the right, it's the left side that's opening up. Then we'll come back to center, look straight up to the ceiling, rock the head a little bit side to side, just to lengthen some of that neck tissue. And I'm going to look down to the floor as I rock my head a little bit side to side while I look down to the floor. All right, now we look straight ahead, turn the head to the left all the way, drop the ear to the shoulder. Let's do some circles. All the way to the right, and then down to the floor. And I'm trying to create a circular motion all the way up and around. Exaggerate the movement, do it nice and slow, full range of motion as much as you can do. Circles are what creates fullest range of motion in our body, especially in the shoulder and the hip area. Okay, look back to center, turn the head to the right, drop the ear to the shoulder, and let's look up and around and all the way to the other side. Nice big circles, half speed. And then we'll come back to neutral position. Alrighty, then we're going to do that a little bit about, okay, standing up nice and tall here, really, really tall. Look straight. Press your head forward. Don't lean forward. Just press the head forward as far as you can take it, and then draw the chin back like you're doing a double chin. And then forward and back. So we discovered this range of motion. And then back to neutral again. Okay, good stuff. Arms again by your side. Lift the shoulders nice and high up to the earlobes. Take a big breath in and lower down. Let's do a couple of those. Lift up and lower down. So we go up and then we come down. I'm going to turn that into, again, a bit of a circle. So I'm going to lift the shoulders up, send the shoulders back, down and forward, and do a big circle. All the way around, big circle, and we stop, lift, forward, down, and around, circle. All right, and we'll let that go. Let's move the arms around a little bit, just do some overhead circles. Lift up and down, up and down. So if you notice, the palms are facing forward, thumbs out. I'm turning the arms out as I lift up and down. All right, we're going to lift up and then fold. Bring your hands together, fold, touch the floor. Come on up, reach up. Nice big breath. These are sun salutations in yoga, up and down. Again, greeting the sky, greeting the sun in the morning. Big stretch up, hands together, You can swan dive this out as well. Go down, come on up, thumbs up. Now this time, point your thumbs in as you roll forward. Internal rotation, external rotation, internal rotation, thumbs down. Come on up. You're going to bring your hands behind your head. Okay, stand up nice and tall. You're just going to tip to the right. Don't lean forward. So I'm standing really tall here. I'm just going to tip to the right side, discovering this body plane. So I tip to the right, look up to the left. So keep your neck straight. Come back to neutral. Tip to the left, but look to the right. Again, we want to keep the neck straight. Don't lean forward. One more time, to the right, but look to the left. Back to center, look to, or drop to the left, look to the right. And back to neutral, keep your hands in this position. Take the elbows out wide, take a big breath, puff that chest out, and then let's roll forward. Rounding the spine, come back up, and open it up again. Close it up. Up, open. Come on up one more time. All right, we're going to be working shoulders today, so we want to get some decent mobility into the shoulders. Drop the arms down. Left arm behind you. Right arm goes forward. Turn the palm to face the ceiling. Drag the arm across your body. Lift up. Turn the thumb to face behind you, and then lean back. Or reach back, I should say. And one more up, palms face the ceiling, drag the arm across your body, lift, and then when you get back there, you're going to reach. Do one more. Turn the palm to face up, drag the arm across, lift up nice and high. Turn the hand to face behind you, and then you reach back. And this time the right arm tucks, the left arm goes forward. Turn the palm to face the ceiling. Drag the arm across, lift up, all the way and over, and then I reach back in this direction. Up and over. One more. And reach back, and let that go. Okay, I'm going to bend the knees slightly. I'm going to just bend forward a bit, resting the hands lightly onto the legs, and I do use the word lightly, so not too much dumping of the weight here. Roll your right shoulder forward as you pull your left shoulder back. Internal shoulder rotation, and then we do the other side. Left shoulder forward, the right shoulder back. Switch again, pushing the right shoulder forward. Pull the left shoulder back, it's a bit of a rotational twist here. And switch it up again, the left shoulder goes forward, right shoulder back. And we go back to neutral position, just to shake that out a little bit. All right, let's take the arms to the side. In this position, now you're going to bring the arms forward, one on top of the other. Let's do the left arm on top of the right, go as far as you can go, bend at the elbows, and hook your hands. Okay, this is like eagle position in yoga. So you may feel quite a bit of tension here with the shoulder blades pulling off the back. Lift up and down a few times if you can. And some range of motion here as we move with this bound arm position. And if you notice, the hand's not too close to the face here, so take the hands away from your face and then lift up and down. As much range of motion as you can possibly do here. Okay, and then we switch, so we just shake that out a little bit. I have the left arm a little bit higher. This time I'm going to put the right arm a little bit higher. Go until you cross the elbows, hook those fingers together, and again, notice what it's like on this side. This pulls the shoulder blades quite a bit off the back. And then with the hands away from the face, just lift, and definitely much tighter for me on this side. Up and down, to discover the range of motion. And last one, and shake that out and let it go. Okay, pelvic tilt. Bend knees slightly, resting lightly, again, very light here. Arch your back a lot, and then tuck your tailbone under as you contract the abdominal muscles. So when the abs contract, the lower back straightens and the pelvis tucks. And when you release the abs, you can create that arch in the back. So it's an inhale to release, create the arch, and it's an exhale to tuck. A little bit of a crunch movement. And nice and slow. Pelvic tilt, pelvic tuck. Okay, on up. We're going to move into a ragdoll position. Hold on to your forearms. Take your feet a little bit wider so we get a really good balanced position here. And you're going to bend the knees slightly and just start to lean forward. So I'm trying to keep a fairly straight back here as I lean forward. Then I round when I finally release, trying to get some length onto the lower back. I also feel it here in the legs quite a bit. You can bend the knees a little. You can straighten the knees if you like. And then just try and bring the chest a little closer to the legs. You can even bring your feet a little closer. I find it helps sometimes, even if I hold on to the back of the legs, to try and bring the chest down. Slowly rise up. Ooh, that feels pretty good. All right. Let's take our hands to the waist. Again, we rock our shape a little bit, side to side, rolling. Off of the bottoms of the feet. And then we get the feet flat onto the floor. Bend the knees slightly so you get that pressure into the floor. And then again, rock it out side to side. The movement is happening right here. So I'm trying not to tip my upper body at all. Keep the shoulders in line with the hip and make the movement right from this space here. Lateral movement tends to be a little bit chunky for some of us if we don't do this type of movement. Now go as far as you can go to one side. Again, don't lean, just stay straight and try and press the pelvis a little bit more off to the left. Push, 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 push. Relax it and do the other side. And let's check the range of motion on the other side. So let's go as far as we can go. Engage internal tissue as much as you need to continue the energetic movement this direction. So you're going to the right. And there's no lean of any kind. It's just a straight body position. I go one more to the left. I really feel a stretch quite a bit here when I turn it or press everything to the left side. And one more to the right. And back to neutral. I'm going to turn the feet out just slightly, bend the knees a little bit, and then I'm going to turn that into a circular movement. And other direction. And as much range of motion as we can manage in this position. Okay, and back to center. I'm going to bring my feet a little closer. Let's lift the heels up and down and lift the toes up. So we alternate. Heels up, try and keep your heels fairly together and straight here. Come down, lift the toes. One more, up. These calf raises are really quite good to allow us to create this movement. Okay, this time back to steady position here. Lift the right heel, tuck those toes under. Let's just crunch out the toes a little bit. About a 3 out of 10 on the tension level, so not too much. Maybe a little internal, external rotation if you like that. Can feel pretty good, and not too much pressure, just initially to create the range of motion, just to let our body know something's going to happen here. And lift the toes up and do the other side. Crunch the toes over. Move that around a little bit. And one more time to lift up. Toes under, so I'm going to bring the foot just forward a little bit and give a bit more pressure. And then I'm going to take the leg internally to rotate, so thigh locks in. Thighs lock in, bend a bit. Press the heel forward. And let's just move into this a bit of an awkward movement. Always really good to tap into this stuff. Up and out for that external rotation. Slight little bend into the knees. And we lift up and then in and bend. And we lift and we go out one more time, externally rotate. And standing up, move the toes around. And we'll do the other side. All right, so we crunch the toes under first. Internally rotate next. Bend the knees a bit more. Just creating a bit of tension here. Excuse me. And left heel goes forward just a tiny little bit. Up, up, up. Externally rotate. My psoas is super tight right here this morning. Very, very tight. And then I bend. My hip flexor on this side, I went to a physiotherapist because I thought I had some hip issue. I don't. It's a hip flexor. The psoas muscle is tight for me. Okay, up. So I'm doing these daily stretches, which helps, but I got to do it sometimes twice a day. For some reason, this left side is really tightening up on me. And nice and slow here. We're going to do one more. Come on up. Externally rotate. Slight pressure. Put that in there. Again, not too much, but 4 out of 10 maybe. And lift the foot up. Roll the toes around. Yeah, we're just going to move the leg around a little bit into this into the hip socket space, so the little bit of balancing is required if you want to hold onto a wall, a chair, or nothing at all. Challenge the movement. Now you can lift the heel up and just do some circle with the big toe touching the floor, or lift the leg up and just do a full circle without touching the floor. Okay, so if balancing is a bit of an issue, then you're just going to roll with that big toe touching. Maybe every once in a while, just lift the foot up and then bring it back down, just to challenge yourself to be able to go all the way up into a full articulating movement with just one leg down and the other leg rolling around. And then back to the other direction. I'm trying to really isolate the movement right here on the right side and keeping everything else fairly still as much as I can. And then we drop that and we'll switch and do the other side. So I lift and externally rotate, kick back, and do a few here. Okay, big circles here. And then other direction. Do a couple of these. And do the last one. Okay, good stuff. If balancing is an issue, a great way to practice balance, and that's one of the ways to do it, of course, with that type of movement. But also to lift arms up or arms by the side or arms overhead, and when you walk, you lift the leg, you hold, take a step, you lift the leg and hold, take a step, and you lift the leg and hold for 1 or 2 seconds and take a step, okay? This is great practice for balancing, and then you'll do it stepping back, lift, step, lift, and step. That's one option. The other option, I'm going to grab some weights here. If you have heavy weights, I do this with kettlebells in the gym with some pretty heavy weight. I usually hold like about, pretty heavy, about 100 pounds on each side. And I hold the kettlebells here, and then I lift, walk, lift, walk, lift, walk, lift. Then step back, lift, back, lift. Balancing is one of the biggest issues as we get a little bit older. So any type of balancing movement that you can tap into is really good. Go back, go back. Okay, now go to the side. Now this time I'm going to lift my leg up, step to the side, up, leg down, leg up, step to the side, up, down, up, step it to the other side, bring it in. Lateral movement. Up. One more. Up to the side. Up and to the left. And back to center. Okay, that's it for a little bit of balance work as well. We're going to move into our cardio series. 20 minutes. Have a little sip of water. I'm going to get our timer on. Great job, everybody. And we'll just get started. 20 minutes, solid movement here for 20. There we go. Timer is on. Just going to change our music here, so let's just get started. Start moving, please, once you're all set to go there. And I will get this changed. Okay, here we go. Nice rapid movement. Great job, everybody. Just keep on moving. Nice job, you guys. Good. That's it. Keep on walking. I'm just doing a little setting here. I gotta change this up. So 1 second, guys. Keep on going. Keep on going. Walk, 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 walk. There we go. Nice solid movement here. Alrighty, let's walk it out for 45 seconds, front to back. Move a little bit. Sue and I were just talking about this type of movement. Avoid looking down. Stand up tall, legs moving. So we're not doing any kind of rocking here. It's straight up and down movement. Look straight, maybe even up a little bit to keep the head up, keep the neck straight. Great job. All right, we're going to come back to that center position and back to march. Great stuff. And we're going to move side to side with a bit of a shuffle. Feet together, feet together, feet together, feet together. Big steps, little steps, quick, and maybe a little bit slower. Let's challenge our body with this side movement, lateral movement. A few more seconds. Back through center, and let's pick up the pace here. Good job. Okay, we're gonna pull one leg back like a curtsy type lunge, and then the leg goes forward. One leg forward, one leg back, arms keep moving.
You trying to play court like a game boy? Hit my phone, boy. Is your homeboy? Are you alone, boy? Come give me dome, boy. Got a boy with degrees, a boy in the streets, a boy on his knees, he a man in the sheets. Sheesh, it's all green to me. Got this boy speaking Spanish.
One leg forward, one leg back. 15 more seconds.
I just wanna free you. I heard you free too. What's 2 + 2?
And back to center. Reset. Overhead arm circles. Circle. Keep the elbows straight. Mix it up between fast and slow. Now warm up these shoulders so that when we do our strength work later, the shoulders are already nice and warm. All that muscle tissue ready to go for some weight training. And drop the arms down. Let's go. Step to the left with the right leg. Clap. Come back. Clap behind you. Step to the right with the left leg. Clap and switch. Side to side. Hey, 15 more seconds. All right, then back to middle. Reset. All right, legs wide. Turn the upper body to punch to the side. Punch and punch and punch it out. Punch and punch. Fifteen more seconds. Few more. Punch and punch and punch and punch, and we bring our legs back together, and then we just pick it up again, back to march. Let's take the right leg forward. Bend your knees a lot. Start to punch to the floor, punch your way to the wall, and then up to the ceiling, with always a little bit of bounce happening here. So the back heel is off the floor, so I can create a little bounce. And then punch, punch, punch. Punch, 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 punch. Draw the elbows back. So think about a saw-like movement. Saw-like movement when we punch, okay? Full-ist range of motion. Up and down with the punching. Bring it back to center. Back to that neutral position. Reset. This time I'm going to get the left leg ready, right heel off the floor so I can get the little bounce happening. And then as soon as I do that, I start to just punch it out. So punch down. Remember, the elbows come back. This is like a sawing type action, not chop, but back and forth. Bounce, punch, a few more seconds. Now we reset. Good job. Let's clap underneath the legs. So we want to kick up and clap, clap, and clap. Any speed. Can really pick this up and go pretty quick. Try and stand tall here. Kick the leg up so you're not leaning over to do it. Okay, stand tall. 15 more seconds, maybe even a little bounce. Rapid movement here. Few more seconds. Okay, arms down. 10 minutes done already. Whoa, that was fast. Let's lift the right arm up. Left hand to the right knee. Hand to knee. Switch, 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 switch. Man, it's been a long year, make I get some juice. Don't want any man, I don't want goose. Give me the magnet, make I get. Keep the arms straight so the movement is happening from the shoulder. All shoulder work here. Kick, tap. Yeah, knee goes high, really high. Ten more seconds. Arms down, reset, back to march. All right, let's take the legs a little bit wider. We're going to do a little bit of a lean forward and rotation. Lean forward, rotation, side to side. Side to side, side to side, tap, tap, tap. Fifteen more seconds. And back to center, bring your feet together. Let's go back to marching. Whew. Wow, it's hot in here. Okay, legs go wider again. I'm going to lean forward, bend the knees, touch the floor. Come on up, reach up. And notice when I bend the knees, I still look forward, maybe even up. I avoid looking down.
She said, be yourself. Just be yourself.
15 more seconds.
Everybody's getting dizzy, kind of busy being someone else.
Last one. Bring your legs back and let's go. All right, next movement onto heel taps, heel tap. Right arm up, left hand to the back of the left heel, right hand to the back of the right heel, switch and switch. Any speed here, maybe a little bounce as you tap the heel behind you.
She said, be yourself. Just be yourself.
10 more seconds.
'Cause everybody's getting dizzy, kinda busy being someone else.
And arms down for a reset. Good job. This time, instead of hand to knee, I'm going to try and do a hand to shin or hand to ankle. Left arm up, right hand, kick, kick, kick. Tap the heel in the front instead of the back. Or just the shin, maybe just the knee. Or the heel. Kick and kick. A few more seconds. 10 more seconds. All right, back to neutral. 15 minutes done. 5 minutes left to go. We're gonna go down to the floor. Haven't done this in a little while. Lift the arms up. Come down. Try not to touch with the hands until you get here. Touch. Come on up. Arms up. Repeat. Up and down. Last one, here we go. Back to marching. Woohoo! Running man will be next position. Turning to the side here. Take the right leg behind you. Arms go forward. And then you kick. Kick. And we've got a little bounce happening on that left leg there, right? So we're bouncing, bounce, bounce. Somebody who loves me. 15 more seconds. And now we reset. Woo-hoo. Gonna get ready to do the other side. Left leg goes back. We bounce into that right leg, arms forward. Good job, everybody. Ten more seconds. And back to reset. Okay. Whew. Arms to the side, little circles. Last one for the shoulders here. Little tiny circles for about 20 seconds. Then we'll do 20 seconds of circles in the other direction. Hands always reaching out. So I'm like reaching to try and get this space. All right, rotations, other direction. Shoulder blades stay down, so don't lift the shoulders up. Leave them down. Extend the arms to the side. Circles. 10 seconds. Drop the arms down. Last minute. Let's really pick up the pace now. I'll let you know when we get to that 30-second mark. Let's go. Move the arms, move the legs. "30 seconds is coming up right now. 30 seconds. "15 seconds. Last 10 seconds coming up right now. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. Great job. 20 minutes, all done. All right, I'm gonna turn this down just a titch so that we can go through our strength training for this morning. All right, let's just have a look, see what we got. Good stuff, everybody. Really good. Oh, my. There we go. There we are. Okay. Now, we're going to be working the hips. We're going to be working the pelvis area. We're going to be working the lower back. We're going to be working the glutes. These are some pretty basic movements, but, technique is really the thing. So what I'm going to do is just grab a couple of weights here. They're light weights. And you can challenge this movement. What I'm going to do is, this is the movement, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the weights. I'm going to take the feet just a little bit wider. I'm going to squat, come up, hinge forward halfway. So it ends up being this halfway position where I'm getting length to the back of the leg, very straight spine, and stretching out the back as well. Now, you can take the weights in this fashion where the weights are racked like this. Elbows stay high, and this is really the sort of the key challenging position. Elbows high versus the elbows down here make a difference. If you're starting out like this, totally fine. Eventually, just lift the elbows up, look up, then you squat, then you come up, then you bend in half, and then you come back up again. See, the elbows are pushing up to the ceiling. I squat, stand, bend in half, come up, squat, stand, bend in half, okay? Again, you can keep the elbows tight or lift them high. Maybe even have those weights on either side of the ears. Up. It's a squat to a good morning bow. This is a good morning bow. And we add some speed and weight to it, and that creates power training, strength training. Up. A few more seconds. One more. And up to neutral. Good stuff. Next position. This is called heavy pants. I think you've done this with me before as well, to a row. Now, a row action is the arms tucked tight, not out here, but here, and you're pulling the elbows up to the ceiling, squeezing between your shoulder blades. All right, so what we're gonna do here, have the weights by your side. Imagine that I'm holding onto my shorts here, and I'm going to, not gonna do it of course, pull the shorts down, drag the weight to the ankles, drag the weight up, keep bending forward as you lift the elbows to the sky. Come down, and then up. Okay, so heavy pants to a row. Heavy pants, pull the pants up, continue the row action as you squeeze those shoulder blades behind you, and then bring it right back down again. Up and down. That weight, or the weights, are dragging on the side of my leg. Challenge the squatting movement. So let's squat a lot. Last one. And up and squeeze and release. All right, great job. Number 2 done. Number 3. Okay. Bit of a deadlift type movement. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the right foot back just a bit. So I guess my big toe on the right side is in line with the heel. Now I'm going to lean forward a bit and kick up that back heel. Now I'm going to bring the weights forward, drag them across the shin, and then stand up. Okay, let's try and keep the arms straight here. I have my arm bent. I'm going to try and keep the arms straight. Weights forward, come on up. Try and bring the left weight down to the floor or to the left ankle. So this is a staggered leg deadlift. Knees are slightly bent. I'm keeping the legs pretty still and just moving with the weight. Okay, stop and switch. So you're going to take the left foot back a little bit, bend the knees, keep the arms straight, and then hinge forward with a straight spine. Really stretch it out when you lean forward. A few more seconds, one more. Let me do one more after this one. Okay, one more here. And back to reset. Good job, everybody. Okay. Now we're going to move through 3 shoulders. So that's more lower body stuff and core. Now we're going to do the shoulder. Now you've done this with me as well. There's varying ways of doing this. We're going to start off. This is the shoulder movement that's very good for deep shoulder strength. We're going to move into the letter A first. So what I'm going to do is take the feet a little bit wider, turn the toes out slightly. Have the weights here by my side, palms face in. I'm going to lean forward, tiny little bit, and then from here, I'm going to take the arms to a peak. This is the peak of the letter A, and this is the broad base of the letter A. So from here, lean forward a little bit, roll the shoulders back and down. So you're not doing an internal shoulder rotation. This is critical. Sue and I were talking about this. You want to keep the shoulders down, palms out a little bit as you come up to that peak, come down. If your hands are internally rotated, you will be internally shoulder rotated, and that's not great for the shoulders. So let's keep the palms out, lift to A, come back down. Okay, so there's a slight outward turn here of the arms. Up and down. And depending on, you could actually put one leg back if you wanted to. You can lean forward a lot and then try and lift the weights really high. And that engages a bit more of the tissue for strength work. So the more you lean forward, higher you lift the arms, the more it taps into the shoulder. Up. And take a quick break. Okay, I'm just gonna get closer to you because I wanna show you something that's really important. It's called a shoulder lock. One of the things that we do when we do our cars at the beginning, this up and down, if you do this, lift up, back, down, your shoulders are locked, then you lift the arms. So this doesn't happen. This happens when you lift the arm, it goes right into the shoulder. Makes sense? Okay, so always roll back and down, keep down, lift the arm. Okay. We did the letter A, and I think, where are we now? It doesn't matter, but I think we're doing a T. Okay, same thing applies. Avoid the shoulders rolling forward. Keep them down, lean forward a bit, palms turn out just slightly, lift to a T shape, hold 1 second, come down, not all the way, just to about here. Keep the space, lean forward a bit more, hold, come down to about here. Back, here. Palms always turning out slightly. Okay, so we want to avoid this. Stay down. Out. T-shape. Maybe move the legs, switch the legs. 10 more seconds. Remember the shoulders, roll them back and down, then go to T-shape. Last one. And take a quick break. When you move into that range of motion, like when you lift the arms out, you always want to hold there for that one brief second. All right, we did A, that is that peak in the center. We did T, and the next one is a Y. So we start here. Take your feet a little bit wider. Palms, again, turn out just a slight little bit. From here, this is the bottom of the Y. We go high, Y shape. And then bring it back in. Lean forward if you like. It'll make the weights heavier, but keep your spine straight. We lift, and we lower. 20 more seconds. I hold for one brief second just to engage full muscle tissue. Two, and last one, and take a break. All right, everyone, that's it. Great job. Happy Monday. Good work. Have a fabulous Monday. Enjoy your Tuesday, and I'll see you back Wednesday morning. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.